I heard you wanted a chapter from my point of view. I'd tell you to enjoy it, but I doubt you will. J. 1. Jax. I don't know what you're hoping to find, but I guarantee whatever you discover in my head, you won't like it. You might have heard stories that say my heart has started beating again. And while that may be true, a heartbeat changes nothing about who I am. If I had the choice, I'd rip out my heart entirely. If you're looking for pure motives, good reasons, or anything else that has some sort of virtue attached, you're not going to find it here. You'll end up just like her, sweet little Evangeline Fox. If I had any of those virtuous feelings, I might feel sorry for her as I follow her down another hall of this wretched castle. It's dark, and her movements are tense, flitting between mousy and rabbit quick. I think she senses I'm near, but she probably imagines that if she ignores me, I'll go away. I won't. I want this too badly, and she's not that lucky. In fact, Evangeline might be one of the unluckiest people I've ever met. I tried to warn her off on the first day we met. I told her that heroes don't get happy endings, but watching her now, I'm fairly certain she's trying to be heroic again. Evangeline stops in front of a door that I know much better than she does. If she knew what was behind it, she wouldn't be here. It makes me wonder what she thinks is locked away. I take a heavier step, loud enough that she could hear it. Her delicate shoulders immediately stiffen. She pauses before the door, and then she turns around. Her eyes find mine in the dark. She sucks in a frightened breath. I can't help smiling. I doubt she can see it with her fragile human eyes, but maybe she can, because I hear her mortal heart begin to pound. Slowly, I step out of the dark. Go away, Jax. Evangeline clutches her lantern like a sword. It's almost cute that she thinks anything she says or does could scare me off. I know what you did, and I don't want to see you. I shove my hands into the pockets of my trousers. Human motions can be so tedious. Although, for someone who says she doesn't want to see me, Evangeline is doing a lot of looking. She watches my every move. Her mouth is clamped tightly shut, but I see her struggle. I see her taking me in, hoping she can find something good inside me. But perhaps she's run out of precious hope. The unguarded way she looks at me doesn't last long. After a quick second, her eyes harden, or they attempt to. Even when Evangeline was stoned, she was still soft. She cares too much, hopes too much, forgives too easily. I can tell she wants to hate me, but she's not quite there. I consider pushing her over the edge. I could easily make her hate me, which would make this dull night more interesting. But I still need her willing blood. I make an effort to sound more human, softening my voice to something I hope sounds apologetic. I understand if you're upset. If, she cuts in, you poisoned my husband. I'm tempted to laugh, but I doubt she'll be happy that I find her anger entertaining. Instead, I merely shrug. I didn't kill him. That's not something you earn points for. Her voice cracks, anger disappointing as quickly as it came. Hurt flashes across her face. She thinks I hurt her. I didn't. Any hurt she feels is her own fault. I repeatedly told her what I am, but it seems she needs another reminder. You need to stop holding me to human standards. I'm a fate. That's exactly why I don't want to see you. I think Evangeline wants to sound angry, but her voice hitches, as if she's about to cry. Since I met you, my first love was turned to stone. I was turned to stone. Then I was turned into a fugitive. Multiple people have tried to murder me, and you poisoned my husband. You already said that one. I sigh and lean against a nearby bookshelf, which successfully angers her again. I'm not going to apologize for being what I am, and you're conveniently forgetting that before we met, you were a sad orphan with a broken heart and a wicked stepsister. After I stepped in, you became the sweetheart savior of Valinda, married a prince, and became a princess. Those things only happened because they served your twisted interests. Children treat their toys better than you've treated me. Her gray eyes rake over me as if I'm the monster she would never touch. If that were true, she'd be better off. But I watched her free hand betray the truth. It clamps into a fist. She's angry enough to hit me, to hurt me. Either way, she still wants to touch me. I can't help taunting her now. I narrow my eyes, lowering them a little. Then why didn't you stab me, little fox? The other night, in the crypt, I threw you a dagger and I was close enough for you to use it. I let my gaze drop even lower. down her slender neck, stopping on the exact place I put my mouth 3 nights ago. If vampires weren't such parasites, I would have bitten her and I wouldn't have felt bad about it. In fact, I know I would have enjoyed it. I bet good little Evangeline would have enjoyed it too. I almost say this out loud, but she already looks as if she's in enough pain. For now. I drag my gaze up from her neck. Even in the dim light, I can see her cheeks blush, a delicious shade of red. I watch her attempt to banish the color as she dares to look at me in the eyes again. I made a mistake that night in the crypt, but give me another chance and I won't hesitate to stab you. I'm almost tempted to test that claim. Now that there's no risk of me becoming a vampire, it would be more fun to bite her and see just what she does. I can't decide if she'd gasp or moan or forget to breathe altogether. But unfortunately, I'm not here for fun. You'll have to do more than wound me if you wish to get rid of me. If you really want me out of your life forever, help me find the missing stones and open the Valerie Arch. Then I promise you'll never see me again. As much as I'd love that, I'm never going to open that arch for you. What about for Apollo? Evangeline glares, and for the first time her face looks truly hard. Don't you dare say his name. I'm tempted to meet her glare with one of my own. I know Apollo far better than she does, and I don't like this protectiveness she feels for him. But talking her out of it would be counter to my goal. If you agree to help me, I'll wake him from his suspended state. If you actually believe I would do that, you're delusional. I don't need you to save Apollo. I found another way. She defiantly lifts her chin toward the sealed library door. Her rebellious confidence is truly entertaining. I can't help laughing at just how wrong she is. You think you'll find a cure for Apollo in there? I know I will, she says, but her defiance slips for just a second as she curiously eyes the apple in my hand. I was unaware I'd taken it from my pocket, but it's a good reminder I need to leave soon. I sink my teeth into it while she watches. Then I smile as I say, "Let me know when you change your mind, little fox."